All right, folks. I was on vacation again, so here's an episode for you, but it is not a brand new one. I'm sorry about that. Larry and I have tried to get the live stream working, and it was just a complete epic fail on last Wednesday. So this is one of the most viral episodes that we had in the last 2 years. So take a listen to that. Maybe you missed it the first time around. And we'll be back with a new episode next week, Monday. And then we're not going to do the live stream anymore. We're just going to go back to our regular episode. So thought I'd give it a try. But man, I don't know if it's my phone or what, but we just could not get a good connection. It was glitching in and out. The audio was terrible. And yeah, it was just not good. So enjoy this episode. I appreciate you guys so much for listening. Patreon.com/the Gig Econ podcast, and support the show if you'd love it. If you love it, or if you don't love it, maybe you support the show because you hate it. I don't know. I'm sure there's a few of you out there. Just saying. But anyways, enjoy this episode, and next week will be a fresh new episode. We got lots of news to talk about this Wednesday. And if you didn't know, if you listen to the audio podcast, we stream it live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. All right, enjoy the episode. Bye-bye. Reading the chat, I'm a little worried about it. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 235. I didn't update it? Oh, yeah, I did. There we go.
Yes, you did.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're rocking and rolling on the eve of a possible ice storm in the Grand Rapids area, so that's fun. How's it going, Larry?
It's going well. No ice storm here. We were in the 70s earlier, like this week. It was like 73. I think we almost tied a record. But yeah, in the 50s at night, usually 30s in the day. I think one day next week we might get a little snow, like an inch.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
Go to gigeconomyshow.com to sign up for the newsletter and get notifications of when we go live and new episodes, so on and so forth. I would really appreciate it if you do that. I want to thank our Patreon members, Samson, Bud, Omar, Delivery Cats, Steve, Frank, Tom, Jim, Miguel, Linda, Jerry. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. If you'd like to support the show and just be part of the team, go to Gig Economy. Go to patreon.com/gigeconpodcast. You get an extra podcast a month, an exclusive t-shirt, ad-free episodes, so on and so forth. Please check that out. Free 7-day trial. And if you hate it, then you can cancel and you just get everything for free. So really appreciate the support. Also, if you can go to TikTok and give us a follow on there, that would be great. We did crest 400. I think we're at 403. I know we talked about it on the last show. Yep, we did.
Celebrate.
We did. So slowly but surely posting content up there. So please give it a follow. Larry, one other thing we'd like to do is we'd like people to join the Telegram group so we can talk to them.
Yes, we love talking to people in the Telegram group. It's a messaging app where you can not only send text messages, you can also do voice or video messages. And so if you're out driving, you don't want to text because that's dangerous when you're driving, you can do a voice message. You can talk with other gig workers all over the country. That's how we get to know each other, really. We talk in the chat here. You really get to know people when you're talking in the Telegram group. You make a lot of great friends. We talk about what's hot in gig work, any new apps that are coming out or any new products we've tried that really help. Sometimes we just get in there and bitch and moan about what's going on, but shoot the breeze and share life.
Yeah, for sure. Stories from the road. Larry has nothing per usual, aka Esper.
Ticket. and recommend.
Yeah, but that's not gig related.
No, it's not. That's just Larry being stupid related.
Yeah, well, I think it's stupid anyways for you getting a ticket for not backing up. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's dumb. But
yeah.
So over the week, we got an email from, which we never do. I mean, we maybe get
few and far between
4 emails a year if we're lucky, other than spam. We get a lot of spam.
Yeah, plenty of that.
But I want to throw this out there. This is someone from Arkansas, and it's about Spark. And I don't think I can help this person, but I'm going to read through it. If you hear this and have an idea or maybe have experienced some of the same things, please reach out to me so I can try to help this lady. So she says, I thought I'd reach out for advice as to how you, so if I read that, in my head, when you're reading in your head and if it's a messed up thing, you correct it in your head and you don't even think about it. But I might not do that when I'm reading it.
Okay, Ron
Burgundy. Advice as to how you prove your identity after being activated. I had signed into the Spark app, went through identification process of taking 3 angle selfies and moved forward to my first order of the day. Immediately after sliding completed, I was deactivated. This was January 8 of this year. First, it was told my license. So through the appeals process, I got an abstract. I'm not sure what this from NYS DMV, perfectly clean, and my license doesn't renew until 2026. Second, it was an invalid then fraudulent insurance. Through appeals process, I gave them my current insurance card and the declarations paid, proving that not only was it above their requirements, but absolutely not fraudulent. Finally, my identity was in question. So again, through the appeals process, I sent my driver's license and selfie. So that's a lot.
That is a lot.
After doing this several times, After doing this several times because after completing each task, they brought up the same issues over and over. I believe I have now submitted approximately 10 appeals, maybe more. I'm now stuck in the waiting for my insurance to be verified reason. I've been told by Walmart in Arkansas that Walmart has absolutely no oversight for Spark, which cannot be true as they actually acquired DDI in August of 2022, which is true. Arkansas has been overwhelmed with in-person driver complaints about this exact issue, yet as with in-store complaints by customers, vendors, and employees, there is no escalation process above the immediate location that actually addresses and handles reoccurring issues, complaints, concerns, or problems. I've been that loyal corporate girl. I completely understand that an independent contractor, we are at-will workers, but still there must be some sort of corporate oversight. Do we not deserve the same respect as someone under their immediate corporate hierarchy just to get an honest reason for deactivation and reinstate if we have proven it was unjust without credible or cause? This was like, since you personally know the CEO of DDI and may or may not have faced the same deactivation issues, I thought you might have some insight on the situation. So
we know you're tight, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not tight. I mean, we've interviewed him twice. Nice guy. His name's Aaron. But I'm almost positive he has no handle on DDI anymore. Walmart does own it, but they do kind of run it separately. I'm not sure what to do there. Yeah, talking to your local corporate or your local Walmart's not going to do anything. I mean,
yeah, they don't have any deal or any control over that, I don't think, whatsoever.
And if they do, you're never going to get to talk to that person. I mean, talking to a loader, then an assistant, and then so on and so forth. I mean, it's going to be tough. And I totally feel bad for her. I just recommended her email and call every day because
just stay with them. This squeaky wheel gets the grease, like they say.
And I would also recommend too. I'm hoping this isn't your only gig, and I don't know when you started Spark. If you started this year and then you got the deactivation, or you've done it for years and years. But yeah, I would just keep emailing them, calling them. I mean, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And I'm not saying that to be rude to them or anything like that, but you never know what kind of tech person you're going to get and who you're going to talk to. Somebody that actually gives a shit about their job that day.
Yeah, it's just a look of the draw.
Yeah, I do that with Amazon all the time, and all of a sudden you'll just get a response like, "Yep, I'll take care of that for you. Thank you so much." So whether they're annoyed by me or if somebody actually cares, I don't know.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter as long as it gets your problem resolved. That's what matters.
And I do feel your pain, your empathy with Walmart Spark. I mean, I've talked to tech, and it's just like I had a problem where I wasn't getting orders, and I couldn't figure
It's
it out.
brutal.
Yeah,
it's brutal.
it sucks because like that was my main. It's I ebb and flow what my main gig is, but that was it. And I called them, and it lasted for 3 or 4 hours, and then finally it corrected whatever it was. So Steve says the squeaky wheel gets replaced. Not in my union shop, bro. Not in my union shop. There's some people that I wish would get replaced, but you know
that's true everywhere, right?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, if you hear or know anything or how this person can work through this problem, I would love to hear it. So
yeah, shoot us an email so we'll get two in one quarter.
Yeah,
and if you got any contact information, anybody she might be able to touch base with, whether it's a phone number or an email, or any ideas on how she might get that taken care of, because that is frustrating. We've all been there trying to do an app, and whether it's a background check from Uber and you get locked out, or
oh god, do you remember that whole thing for months and months? It was
some people it was for a couple months. I think I got locked out for about 6 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Oh yeah, Dashing Grandpa. Yeah, well, he should come over here. All right, gig economy in the news. A lot of videos tonight, so that'll be fun.
Yes.
But this one is called So Immoral, Gig Economy Workers Charge Fee to Get Paid Quicker. So this applies, I think this is over in the UK, but it's retail assistance on low pay using Young One's platform to wait up to 30 days for earnings or be charged for quick payment. So apparently this company, they do a lot of and we do some retail gig work here. It's called, what's it called? Hire. There's a bunch of apps where you can do stocking of the shelves and just, whatever.
Sure.
So retail assistants have accused gig economy firm of holding them to ransom by making them pay a fee if they want to receive their wages within 30 days. A new payment system brought in by Young Ones, which supplies freelance retail assistants to many well-known high street stores, charges gig workers 4.8% of their earnings to be paid in 1 minute, or 2.9% to be paid in 3 days. If they decline, they typically have to wait 30 days. Previously, the workers were paid in 3 days without a charge. People have said they have worked at least 6 shifts at this place, and they need the money to buy essentials and pay bills. That's why people do these gig works for short time to grab the cash. Some of the workers, that says last week, still waiting to be paid for shifts in November and early December. So this was in early January that this was written. You really can't badger their managers because you're a freelancer. You have no voice. You may not get any more shifts if you're seen outspoken. Well, I mean, I guess that's the case if the managers are assigning the shifts, but typically it would be an app. So yeah, this is kind of fucked up.
It is. I mean, especially when, they're used to getting paid without having any kind of a charge, and all of a sudden they slap this on you, and it's tough. I think I've worked 1 or 2 jobs over my life where we got paid once a month, and you really, you got a budget. You really have to, and especially with gig work. I mean, if you're doing multiple gigs, you're not even going to remember what you made a month ago. So it'd be much easier for them to rip you off on some of your pay from a month ago. It's just it's aggravating that these companies put these kind of obstacles in the way and just tack on more and more fees to try to take more of the money.
Yeah, I mean, it's already a struggle. And like I said, I haven't heard anything around here, but they're going to get sued probably, I guess. Like the whole Walmart thing, for a while there, they were dinging you to take money out of branch, even if you got it slow, transferred,
right?
You know what I mean? And they got rid of that. And as much as we shit on Spark, their one card, I mean, again, I think they own it. I would maybe not. I haven't researched it, but the one card is great, man. I'm really loving the features on that and getting the earnings right away.
Nice.
Which I don't deposit right away. I kind of have a standard, and when it hits $100, I just transfer it over. That's just kind of where I'm doing it. But I could transfer it over every single time. I've used it to get a little kickback, And you know their savings account is 3.5%.
Really?
So it's not. My savings
that's
account
way beyond what you get in a normal bank.
Yeah, I think my credit union is under. Well, I have a pretty high one in my checking account, up to 10 grand, but my savings account is like less than 1% or something crazy.
Oh yeah.
So even if you're looking to get a little savings, I mean, I love it. So I'm very, very happy with the one card. But yeah, this is too bad that these companies are taking advantage of these workers. So.
Yeah, they really are. And, wherever you turn, it seems like they're coming at you from all sides, no matter what kind of gigs you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. Well, before we move on, thanks, Steve. Appreciate the super chat.
Yeah, thank you, Steve.
Really means a lot. All right, Larry, self-driving cars.
Yeah, so in this week's episode of
I know
what did Waymo do this week?
I feel like we talked about doing that, but then I couldn't find any. But maybe we should just build up a plethora.
Yeah, collection.
Yeah.
We need like a little bumper music there for what did Waymo do this week?
Right.
But yeah, this is video of a Waymo car that for some reason just it looks like it veered into the wrong lane, and then it tries to correct itself to get back in the other lane, and it starts backing up into oncoming traffic.
All right. It's only 13 seconds.
Yeah.
So
if there's anybody in that car, I would be freaking out.
Right. All right, here we go. Oh, there's no sound. Can you hear me, Larry?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's in the middle of the intersection.
Yeah, he's pulled into oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's pulled in because all these cars are just like pointing at him, and then he starts trying to back up into traffic that is moving. He just starts inching backwards and inching backwards and inching backwards. And yeah, just think if you're in that back seat, you're like, oh my God, I'm getting ready to die.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like when that kind of stuff happens in the real world without a self-driving car, everyone just kind of freezes and lets that person okay, you clearly fucked up. It's fine. Just back up and get the fuck in the right way. You know what I mean?
Right. Make your adjustments, get where you need to go, and everything starts flowing again, But yeah, you get something like that and it starts inching back and then it moves forward and you're like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what this car is going to do at this point.
Yeah, it is a little scary. So as we see that, there's an article that says Waymo to expand self-driving testing to several cities in 2025. And guess what? Michigan is on the list.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the expansion will include testing in San Diego, Las Vegas, along existing trials in Truckee, California, Michigan's Upper Peninsula.
I saw that. And we're always talking about, how's this stuff going to work in the snow? Well, it's going to get tested up there.
Well, I think they want to test it up there for one because there's 6 cars on the road up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you cross the bridge, there's a total of the UP is about 100 people. But yeah, I don't know if they're going to do it in the winter. I don't know, but it says it plans to deploy fewer than 10 vehicles per city, initially operating them manually through high traffic areas. High traffic. So the deer. Other high traffic areas such as city centers and freeways, the process will span a few months before progressing to more advanced autonomous testing. So, I mean, what are we doing, y'all? I thought that was hilarious. I saw that video and then this article about how they're expanding. I'm like, God, I just don't understand it. Let's see. They will test in the UP because all its issues won't make national news. I mean, if it makes any news, I'm going to talk about it.
We'll have it on the episode. For sure.
We'll create a tone that you hear that that means it's a Waymo accident. Yeah, but yeah, we shall see. I don't know. And then this next one.
Another Waymo related story. And this one is not what the car did. It's what people keep doing to these Waymo cars. We've seen it before where they'll put traffic cones on their hoods or, different things that'll mess them up. Or sometimes they do this. They get really mad at the cars. And this happened out in, I think, San Francisco. A self-driving Waymo car. Luckily, there was nobody in it. Because this group of just a bunch of people, a lot of them looked like juveniles. just attacked an empty Waymo car. They ripped off its door. They smashed its windows. There's people standing on the hood of the car, jumping up and down. They're hitting it, kicking it. It says, this attack is very similar to one that happened in San Francisco last year when a group vandalized and set another autonomous car on fire. So they say in Texas, test cars have also been targeted. It shows that people, some of it I think is frustration, but you wonder how much of it's just people being hoodlums.
Oh, I don't think
the heck of it.
I don't think it's frustration. I think they're just dicks. You know what I mean?
Maybe. And we know that these are expensive cars. Most of them, like you said, a lot of times they're Porsches or some other very expensive car. They said in this story that just the cost of a new windshield for this car was about $1,200. And what are they going to do? How are they going to deal with these kind of problems when it happens? And how often are they going to see this?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you hope it, what am I trying to say? The allure of it dies down,
right.
Once it becomes more commonplace that they're around and it doesn't happen very often. But I mean, maybe make some sort of, and I think it says that in the article, something about some legal framework to protect them.
A
little bit more.
They're going to have to, and all this stuff is new, so the laws probably aren't written to cover this kind of thing, but they're looking at and writing some things such as being able to share the footage from the cars with law enforcement, putting a ban on anybody caught vandalizing a car, increasing police presence in A/B testing sites, tougher penalties for anyone that's caught attacking an autonomous vehicle. It depends on what they do to it as far as what charge you're going to get. In California, if the damage is at less than 400, it's a misdemeanor. Above that, and it's a felony. So, I mean, just the windshield that they knocked out was $1,200. So, right there, it's a felony. And there's like 40, 50 people around this car. It's not just 2 or 3.
Well, what they should do is I don't know. We had that one video where it sounded like she didn't have any fucking control of that car, but maybe there's some sort of feature that when it knows it's like things are being damaged or something, it just alerts the police right away. So like if there's a car in the area, they can roll on, you know what I mean? Just so that, so we're not, I mean, cause like the street races that they're trying to, that kind of stuff where, I mean, we got all this tech. Why can't the second it, well, you know what it should do? It should do, what was the,
we tried the Mad Max cars. They pop out some machine guns.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The James Bond that had all the oil slick and all that other shit in there.
They just pop out some water cannons and just start, spraying.
Yeah, like the when the pirates come on the freighters and they got those big water cannons.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's a shame. This is why we can't have nice things.
It is, yeah, and there's just some people they just tear stuff up. We see so many things. Like what were they thinking? Why? What
they weren't thinking.
What are they accomplishing with doing this?
Kids are just. It's I don't know.
I mean, not all of them were kids. I mean, there's plenty in here too that are old enough to know better.
Well, that's the problem. Even some of these are, they might be 20 years old. They're still kids that, probably haven't. I mean, I don't want to get into a topic about being how they're raised and stuff, but like my kids wouldn't do that. Steve's like Nerf guns that shoot tiny suction cones. You got to do something like not violent, like that's gonna kill them. You know what I mean? You got to be.
That's also the water cannons.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Depending on how much force you got, I guess you could do that.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. So the next one, Steve, I'm glad you're here. There is a video, and it's a joke, and Larry didn't get it, so I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna play it. It's like 13 seconds, and then I'm gonna pause, and I want to see if anyone gets the joke in here. So I'm gonna go with this. Where did it go? Okay, it's 12 seconds. It's about Uber Black, the luxury service. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Look, see, bro, I told you, Uber Black is a premium ride service that matches riders with highly rated drivers in luxury vehicles. This car's a piece of shit. It's not an Uber Black.
Okay. Thank God you didn't talk because that volume was so low. I had to crank the thing. If you would have talked, you would have blown my eardrums out. So anyways, I want you to see if you get that joke because I thought it was fucking hilarious, but Larry had never heard of it. So Bubba Sue says cones are harmless and nonviolent. What you want the car to throw cones at him?
I think he should shoot out like those big nets, that capture
What about
people.
it? What about it? Like I'm playing a lot of Call of Duty so I want you to take a guess. Speaking of that, how many? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna say days now because the hours have gone over. But I got this game in October. How many days do you think I've played that? Now remember, a day is 24 hours.
Right.
So just as a guess,
4.5.
6 days.
6 days.
I've done over a week of like I'd be playing nonstop for 6 days. But that's what I do in my free time. Okay, literally no one commented on it. 99 Bubba Sue, how dare you? How dare you? I do have a job and I do gig work. Like, jeez.
Oh, every now and then you do this podcast thing too.
Yeah, that too. I spend about 6 to 8 hours on that. Good God. All right, moving on. No one got the joke. So, God dang it. This is funny. Talk about your ticket issue, Larry.
Yeah.
This kind of applies to that.
Yeah. And this is some Amazon drivers that are having a bad day.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Chicago is ruthless. Amazon is getting towed. Sin. Oh my. Oh my God. I can't believe this is happening outside my window. Chicago is ruthless. You were meant for me, darling. You came into my life and my pride.
All right, we get it.
So for the audio listeners, there's an Amazon Prime van and they're getting towed, and it's probably like, I don't know, close to a minute video, but he's driving off, and tow truck driver's pulling off with the van. Amazon girl works for Amazon, runs out and like jumps into the driver's seat like she's gonna be able to stop it,
right?
And then it looked like there's another Amazon worker, I guess, that was riding in the van with her, because he comes out and the driver of the tow truck actually gets out and comes around and talks to him. And later on in the video, we didn't show all of it. Like I said, they go back around and the tow truck starts taking off again. And this Amazon van is so heavy that the tow truck, like his front wheels are barely off the ground. Like, I don't know how he's going to turn.
Oh, wow.
Because if you watch it all the way to the end, you can see his wheels aren't spinning.
Oh, no, I didn't watch it all the way to the end.
Yeah, it's tilted. It's like they just barely tilted it up. And the girl comments on it. She's like, "Oh my God, that Amazon van is so heavy. It's heavier than his tow truck."
Wasn't
at the very
that
end of it?
Wasn't it a Rivian? Hold on, let me see it again.
Chicago is ruthless.
Yeah, that's an electric van. That's a Rivian electric van. No one that motherfucker. Not only it's not the packages, it's the giant batteries that it has in there.
Yeah. So this tow truck at the very end, his it looks like his wheels are just barely off the ground, but they're not spinning, so you can tell they're not rolling. So
Damn, bro!
I don't know how he's going to turn when he gets to the corner and he needs to turn.
Well, it sounds. I mean, with two people there, whether they're training or they run out with two, they were probably in that building for a while. And Chicago, New York too. Like, they don't fuck around. Like, if you're parked illegally, they are going to tow your ass. So
hey, neither does St. Louis apparently.
Yeah, I mean, but backing in, you're required to back in.
Yeah, because the way that they're angled, so they're angled. It's on the, like, I was coming down the street. It was on the other side of the street where the traffic goes the other direction.
Yeah.
So if you were on that side of the street, you would pull, you would just back into the parking spot.
Yeah.
But the main traffic flow is the way I was going, and everybody just pulls across the street into those parking spots. And noses in. Literally, no one was backed in. I was sitting in that van helping my son move for probably an hour and a half, and I saw maybe 3 people the whole time back in. Those cops could sit there, or those traffic people could sit there and write those tickets all day long. I got one. My son got one. I'm sure everybody that was there got one, but yeah, they could write those all day long.
Well, I wondered if I was going to say if you just got it, I wonder if they pinpointed you because you're out of state plate.
No, like I said, they got him too, and he works for the police department.
Oh, well, they don't know that.
No, they don't know that.
And they don't give a shit either.
No, like I said, he said that everybody hates the traffic people.
Well, I think that's probably universal through all the communities that people hate it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I would tow an Amazon van. If that was my job during that day, unless it was like.
Yeah,
I mean, fire lane,
blocking the road. Yeah, completely blocking the road, or I'd been there like 2 hours.
Yeah, like
that,
use a little discretion.
Yeah, and that's what the girl in the video. She's the lady who's commentating on the video is up in her apartment. She's looking down on this Amazon van getting towed, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Chicago is ruthless." And she's at the end, she's like, "I'm sorry, Amazon people, y'all don't deserve this. Y'all don't deserve this." You know, it's like they're just trying to do their job. Leave them alone.
Yeah. Although if you're gonna be in there a while, you kind of got to figure something out. I mean, you had a car, like, you know, just at least drive around a couple times before you make that your fine. Like, you know, sometimes you just got to say, fuck it. Like, but towing, just put a ticket on it. Like, just.
Yeah. Towing it. That's
ruthless.
Yeah, ruthless. It really is. Yeah. It's crazy. Speaking of towing, there's a huge thing in our local Facebook group because apparently one of the Walmarts here, there's a tow company, called Fountain Square Towing. It's owned by the guy who used to be one of the city commissioners, and they are the most hated towing company. They are horrible, like just tow Nazis. Well, I guess this Walmart has put up a sign and has hired them to start towing people. And they have signs unless you're a Walmart customer, and everybody's like, "Well, how the hell they know if you're a Walmart customer?"
Yeah.
And so I already saw somebody whose grandmother was there and got towed out of a handicap spot.
Shut up.
Yeah, and she was like running out to try to, stop it and fell and hurt her knee.
Oh,
trying to stop them.
Granny.
Yeah, it's crazy. But then later on you read the comments, it's like, okay, she had a placard, but she didn't have it hanging up.
Oh, so, well, Granny fucked up then.
Yeah.
I mean,
but yeah, it's gonna be somebody's going to get into a fight over there at that Walmart.
Towing's big money. And if if you got the green light, I mean, it's a very like unregulated market at towing. Like you can charge whatever the fuck you want. Well,
here you can't.
Okay.
In the city, they're talking about lowering it too.
Okay.
But it's still so new here because, Bowling Green is starting to grow a little bit. Until, maybe 2 years ago, there was no paid parking downtown.
Okay.
And people would park. And I understand people own these lots and these businesses, but nobody's there at night. So people would park there for events and stuff like that. Well, now everything's got signs, but there's still a lot of free parking. We have like a, 3-4 story parking structure downtown that's owned by the city, free to park there.
Okay.
So there are free places to park, but and they've done a really good job about making them put signs if you have to pay. But man, I've taken probably 6-8 people at least in the last 2 years, to drop them off because their car got towed at, take them at 1:00 in the morning to go get the car back.
Yeah. Well, we have lots around here. There are these private parking lots, and there's this weird thing it's called Air Park by us. It is not enforced by the city. And I've parked there many times, gotten several tickets. I just throw them away. Like, you got to figure a gated system. If you have a gate, then I'm going to pay, right? Because I'm not going to smash my car through a gate. Yeah. But I park in them all the time. And I at least once a month on the Grand Rapids subreddit, I see somebody post on. I was like, don't pay it. Just throw it away.
That's what my son told me to do with this ticket.
Oh, really?
He's like, just throw it away. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna do that.
I wouldn't. Well, maybe just maybe he's saying it's bullshit. Maybe just hang on to it and then don't throw it away yet. But
too late. I already paid it.
Oh damn, you're too goody two shoes.
I don't want that hanging over my head.
Yeah, you don't want someone to snipe you because he's owed $30 walking down the street.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Octopus tablet is a fucking amazing product, and I love them. I don't currently use them right now, and that's not because of them. It's because I'm not doing any rideshare. But this is a tablet you put in the back of your car. Your passengers can play trivia. They can do games. They have news. It keeps with current events, so on and so forth. It's a great thing to get for your passengers. It's passive income. You can earn up to $100 a month. They have contests. In fact, yours truly won $1,000 in a contest. It was basically, I don't even remember what it was, but when they called, you had to answer the phone.
Yep.
And if you did, you automatically won the money. And I think I might have been, no, I was playing Call of Duty. I don't even think I was live watching it. And I found out later that I wasn't the first one called because I clipped it so I could play it on the show, obviously. And someone else got called first, and then I was like, hello, because I had saved the money. I spent the money. I had saved the phone number in my phone as Octopus, and I saw it come up, and I was like, God dang. So, yeah, check them out. Great focus company for drivers. Now, I know they are partnering with Uber. Larry's going to keep us updated on that when he ever drives again, maybe in 2026.
Yeah, no, I mean, I still have my tablet running, and I get back there, play games every now and then, see what the new updates are.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything. They did that big update about
they were down for like a weekend, right?
Yeah, and so we thought maybe that was going to be the big changeover, but it's not.
Okay.
There was no change. They've got different stuff. They've got stuff about the Super Bowl on there now. They got stuff about different things. But for Black History Month, they've got just they're always really good about keeping things current with whatever's going on, what season it is, what the big sporting events are going on. But haven't seen or heard anything as far as their partnership with Uber, and that's just fine with me. I'm fine if it stays that way.
Right. And just to wrap it up, it's free tablet. Everything's free. You don't pay for anything. You don't pay.
People love them. They love playing trivia. People love to play trivia.
Yeah, for sure. All right, moving on. This is I got a couple articles from Steven's website. So this one is about. Oh fuck! I thought I saved the picture for this. Oh yeah, I did. Good. Look at me. So this is about service animals. They have introduced a new feature that makes it easier for people with disabilities to ride with service animals. For a year, Uber's policies had been in accordance with state and federal law. But now what they're doing is giving the customer an option to, let me slide this over because I'm annoying me cranking my neck. To select drivers arrive to pick me up that they know, or you don't want drivers to know. So like you can like spring it on them, or surprise, motherfucker. Or you can just they don't need to know. One of the big thing is though, God, where was that? I missed it. Gosh dang it. This is why I read through this whole thing. I fucking hate this. Oh, okay. If a rider opts into notifying drivers and a driver requests to cancel their trip at pickup, the driver will receive a notification reminding them that it's against the law to refuse to transport someone because of their service animal and confirming that they wish to proceed with cancellation. And quotes, any driver who violates this policy may permanently lose access to the platform. Well, it's kind of the same thing. Like, obviously, I would never condone you denying somebody a ride because for a service animal, because clearly they need that. But it's the same thing with that guy with that lift, with that woman that was overweight. Shut the fuck up. Like, just cancel the bitch and move on. If there's no proof. But the thing is, we all know, right? Because someone claimed that I was drinking and I haven't driven in 8 months and I was put on hold. So if the passenger feels that you did discriminate, I mean, you may still be in trouble. But that's when, like, if you have a dash cam, this is where we need our right to like dispute deactivations. Be like, hey, you see me stop there. I left. You see nothing. No words were exchanged, and I drove off. And right. I didn't want that ride. I'm an independent contractor. I never said anything. So
exactly. So what if the service dog is overweight.
Where's my crickets? God damn it. Where's my crickets? I don't.
where
Where's my
are they?
crickets? All right. Yeah, the service dog is overweight. I guess that's another.
Just drive on.
Just drive on. But I don't know. I feel like Uber is like, should we be giving you praise for this, that they have an option? I mean, I don't know. I still think, and then the other thing I saw, it says, still the Americans, so the hopes that customers won't try to abuse the feature by registering non-service animals. Still, the American with Disabilities Act specifically prohibits requesting documentation or special identification for service animals. Why? Why? I literally would go on a podcast and be like, that's what I would talk to, like, if they had like a show about this. I think, why do we not have documentation? I just don't get it.
That makes no sense to me.
It just makes no sense. Wouldn't it if we had a standard, wouldn't it reduce the problems by like tenfold?
Yeah, because it happens. People claim that it's a service dog, and people are like, "That's bullshit. I'm not taking it. I know it's not a service dog." And it would make it so much easier if there's like, "All right, here's the card that shows this is a service."
Yeah, it's issued by the state.
ID card. Yeah,
I mean, fuck, it could put it. Well, I guess doesn't mean you don't have a driver's license if you're just have a service dog, because it could be other things. But put it on an ID card. It literally says you flip it over, like, this service dog is approved by the Department of who gives a fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly, something.
And I'm not being insensitive to it. I just see so many videos. I feel bad for these people that the people are being cocks about it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because a lot of people they have medical ones where they're like, their sugar gets low. Like, dogs are really smart. They can do a lot of shit.
They can. Yeah.
So,
really.
Yeah.
I can tell when people are getting ready to have a seizure.
Yeah. Yeah. So just judging somebody, because they have a dog and you can't see the disability that they're having trouble walking or anything. I mean, that's poor.
Yep.
So, all right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Okay, so this next one is a TikTok.
She annoys the shit out of me, by the way. By the end, I want to strangle myself.
No. So this is she's demonstrating. We all know,
careful. Careful.
I am. Women tend to do most of the shopping in a lot of the families, and they tend to be better at it than we are. So this is kind of showing what a male Instacart shopper might be like.
Hey, it's your Instacart shopper. I'm a man, by the way. I'm at the store right now, and there is no yogurt in the entire store. Do you just want some almond milk? Hi, no thank you. Are you sure there is no yogurt in the entire store? Did you maybe look in the dairy section? Yeah, no yogurt. Almond milk or no? No, I'm just gonna pass. Just don't get the yogurt at all. Okay. There's also no bananas, so I'm just gonna get you a pineapple because they're the same color. Does that work? They don't have bananas at the grocery store? Okay. Did you perhaps check the fruit section? Yeah, I did. No bananas. The closest thing they have is banana flavored Laffy Taffy. Does that work? Nope. I'm gonna pass on that as well. Okay. And then they also don't have chicken, like any kind of chicken. So I'm just gonna get you salmon because I like salmon, so. Oh, no, I'm allergic to fish. Oh, okay. That's fine. Well, I'll just take the salmon for myself then. I'll be there soon.
So that's how us guys shop when we go shopping.
But she's not super far fetched. I mean, we've seen some of the conversations on those.
Yeah, we've seen pictures of conversations that just don't make sense. People trying to substitute things that have no relation to what product the person wanted at all. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. What about her annoys you?
You know what? The second time through it, she didn't annoy me. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was in the mood I was in when I watched it, but like I didn't have a problem with her that time. I don't know.
I thought it was pretty funny.
It was really funny, but
definitely. Yeah.
I think it's like that. She kind of a little bit had the Valley Girl Like,
Yeah.
so maybe that sing song kind of gets to me a little
Right.
bit. Maybe that's
Yeah.
what it was.
So yeah,
but-
we really should have had this last week when Gay was on here. So
I
he could get all
know.
fired up because he'd be like, "That's not how I shop."
No, he's a goddamn professional. Like
He
that
is,
guy
man.
does.
He is he's an Instacart machine.
Yeah.
He has got it going on.
Yeah, for sure.
He's
But
got it down to a science.
I love the banana Laffy Taffy because, like, I would take banana Laffy Taffy over bananas. I'm not a huge fan of bananas, but to not have bananas in the whole store, like I've done,
or yogurt.
or yogurt. Yeah, I've done so
Or
like,
chicken.
enough. Yeah, that's true. I never even thought about that. No, I've seen them out of like chicken, like maybe
Yeah.
chicken breast, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll get you pineapple because it's the same color. Is that okay?
Fucking hilarious. I wonder how many takes she had to do that without cracking herself up. You know what I mean?
know. That's funny. Like, Sam, that's okay. I'll just take it.
Yeah, that's all right. That's cool. All right, moving on. So this Uber Eats driver, I think it's in British Columbia. All these foreign stories, but Uber Eats. Oh, my dogs are fighting. Boys, stop. Leave them alone. The little baby, the little 2-year-old wants to fight with the old man. Uber Eats driver was ticketed for tapping his phone to accept an order. He had, and then had his distracted driving acquittal overturned on appeal. Wants BC's traffic laws amended to reflect the use of technology. He went to grab an order. He tapped it. He said he only has 5 seconds to accept. That's a lie, unless this is older or maybe there's different rules in Canada. But a cop caught him in the act and ticketed him. So he fought it. His fine was $368, yo.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I kind of agree there needs to be, let's see. It says under Section 7 of the use of electronic devices while driving regulation, a user can touch the screen once only when initiating, accepting, or ending. Well, then fuck. Then why did he even get a ticket? If that's already a law.
I don't know.
What is it for us? Like, I don't know. I should probably know, right?
Yeah, I mean, you are a hands-free state, right?
Oh, yeah, it's hands-free everything.
Yeah, see, it's not here. It is in Tennessee.
Okay.
Tennessee's hands-free state. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what what the parameters are, what you're allowed to do and not to do. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, my
Ooh,
car
man,
is so.
it's thundering here, man.
Is it
storming.
really?
It is. It's thundering big time.
So, okay. So I read through this whole thing, but it sounds like they upheld it. They just reduced the fine to $295. So maybe okay.
Yeah. So he disputed it, and then
It was overturned.
and then he won the dispute, but then the court, I guess, or they call it the Crown, I guess the government appealed it, and his acquittal was overturned. So
okay, because so in her judgment, he was doing his job.
Mhm.
Blah blah blah. So where did it go back? I don't understand because it says like the judge said he was doing his job and it safely, but something about could not rewrite the legislation. I'm required to uphold the law as written. I don't understand this.
Yeah. It's weird because it says down here, it says a catch-22 in there because Uber Eats has a green light to operate in their province, but it's illegal for drivers to open the app on the road.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get this Canadian thing all straightened out when we make them our 51st state.
Shh. Don't say that. We're gonna get banned for that now. Yeah. So as far as Michigan goes, my tint's so dark. I hopefully it's never a problem, but I don't typically use my phone when I drive. It's always in a mount, so I never take it out and hold it. I might tap it, and I do so much like voice to text.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that story was a little confusing because it sounded like they overturned it, but then he still had to pay. So who the fuck knows?
Well, they overturned it, but then the court, the higher court, overturned it again.
Okay,
that's what happened? Yeah.
So they overturned it once, and then they're like, but then she said something about rewriting the law, but then, there's I got to go back to this thing.
Yeah, that's why like I said, that he got it dismissed, but then it got reinstated. And she said, I understand he's doing his job, but I can't rewrite the law. I have to uphold it as it is written.
But it says under Section 7 of the electronic device, while driving regulation, a user can touch the screen once only when initiating, accepting, or ending a phone call. Oh, so they don't consider that a phone
call?
Oh, that okay.
Maybe.
I read that too fast. In my head, it was okay. So I guess within the letter of the law, he wasn't ending a phone call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
where the hiccup is. I have to read.
Pretty nitpicky. Hey.
Yeah, that's nitpicky. Well, it should be. Sure. You should have some sort of, if you are driving as a gig worker exclusively that you only can operate with a phone, you should be able to tap it.
Right.
And not get penalized for
not scrolling TikTok. We're not saying that.
But what kind of cop is like got his fucking panties in a bunch? If that's all he did is just tap it, like the chances of him seeing that has got to be pretty good, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Last up, Larry.
Yeah. So this story is about Uber drivers and rideshare drivers out in LA that, they talk about, this article talks about how these rideshare drivers are really been called into service to help evacuate people. A lot of people had to evacuate their homes out there, thousands of people having to get from one place to another. So the city of Los Angeles offered free rides to take people to evacuation shelters during the wildfires. This same thing has been done in, different places around the country during hurricanes and other disasters. But they're talking about how the California workers, they have certain protections about, inhaling, when the air quality is really bad, they have to have, their company has to give them certain protections, certain, mask or training on how to deal with things. But rideshare workers being independent contractors, they're not protected by any of that. So they're out here picking these people up and trying to take them to safety, but, they don't have any other protection, that people working for, full-time job or W-2 job might have.
Yeah. What is your thought on that? Like, do you think Uber should provide them? Or, I mean, they provided masks during the pandemic.
I think if they're in a situation like this, where it's a short-term emergency situation and they're, the city's paying for rides and things like that, I think it'd be one of those things that would really look good for them.
Yeah.
And they have so much bad news that this would be an easy win.
Right. That's a good point.
I don't know why they wouldn't do it. They were sending us, hand sanitizer and masks and stuff during COVID.
Yes.
We used to get those every month, I think, during COVID. I think that would just be a good thing for those companies to do.
Well, especially, I mean, unfortunately, California has a wildfire season. Now, this last one at the Palisades or whatever, that wasn't during the season. This isn't like, that's not wildfire season. But like, it would be good to do that. Although I still say, if they don't do it, I'm saying, well, you're an independent contractor. If you're worried about your health, you need to take action yourself.
I agree 100%. Yeah, you got to look out for yourself.
Right.
We know these companies aren't looking out for us. And so, yeah, if I'm going to be out working and this guy, he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah.
You're going to be working this kind of stuff. So I agree 100% with that. I'm just saying it would have been an easy win, an easy good PR for the companies to do that. But I agree, you're an independent contractor. You got to take care of yourself. You can't look for somebody. If you want somebody to take care of you, then go work for somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Go get a W-2, which no hate. I mean, it's not for everybody for sure.
That is 100% correct.
So, all right, well, guys, thank you so much for commenting. Steve, the super chat, really appreciate that. And
thanks,
the
guys.
likes and so on. Larry, plans to do gig work this weekend?
I will be driving tomorrow night. It'll be the first Thursday I've driven, I think, since the Christmas break.
No.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. I was studying for that certification and I was taking all my time. So yeah, I have not been hanging out with my college kids.
Yeah, they're going to be missing. They're probably like, where is Larry?
Yeah, probably. And so I will be out working Thursday, and then I will plan on being out working Saturday night as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be out doing some Walmart. Walmart's really, this is the, I think the nice work went longer than expected, but now we are definitely into the January, March blues. Because there is not a lot cooking on Walmart. So I've actually been multi-apping. I have Uber Comfort on. Haven't taken one yet. Like
Hey, Gabe did his first ride today since April.
Really? No,
Yeah.
I think he was a passenger.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, he was a passenger.
I mistook that.
Yeah, I did too. And then I read it more when he commented back and said something. Well, when I was riding in it like that.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
But
Yeah.
so I have Uber Comfort on. It's not been like close enough for me to take it. Like my
Right.
car's relatively cleaned out. I mean, it's not like it's trashed or anything. But then I have Uber Eats on, and I've dabbled with DoorDash. Oh, I forgot my DoorDash story. Damn it! I just remembered it. So before, when you would take a DoorDash, if you weren't heading in the direction of the order, they would just unassign you, right? So me multi-apping, I take a DoorDash, and then I get an Uber that's even better, and I'm like, oh, I can do both these. Well, it turns out it went a lot longer than expected, and I was I got a contract violation. I was 33 minutes late for the pickup.
Oops.
But they didn't unassign it. So I still did it. It was still a decent order because I'm not taking shit on DoorDash. If it's not $1 a mile or more, I'm not taking it. But so I did. So they were like, hey, this is a contract violation. This is my first one ever. I've done like 600 deliveries because I would just assume they would unassign it. Right. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And like, do you want to dispute it? Well, I actually did dispute it. This isn't the reason I wasn't able to do it. But the map was fucked up. When I hit directions in the app, it wouldn't work. So I had to type in the address on my other phone to get to it. So I used that as an excuse.
It took 30 minutes.
33 minutes. I haven't heard a response back from them. That was Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, hey, I might as well shoot my shot because if they probably had documentation that the app was fucking up.
Yeah. All I can do is say no. I mean,
I'm not too worried about it. I think you need like 3 in a 100 delivery.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm not too. But I totally forgot about that because I was like, why didn't they unassign it? I felt bad for the customer too. But then I'm well, if I unassign it now.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna be even more time.
It's gonna be longer. So I said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna roll the dice," and so whatever.
Yep. Do it
anyways. So I'll be out this weekend, multi-apping. Join the Telegram group. Say what's up. Love to chat.
We need some people to chat with when we're out working
for sure. And as always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
We'll see you on the road.
This podcast is produced and edited by Hey Guys Media Group. Want to start a podcast? Check out heyguysmediagroup.com.